Hi, this is your boy Terry. My username across the internet is surpassing Google, and in this video, I'm going to be answering the question at hand: why is the Philippines not poor? It's comedy, really. That I was just looking at quora. I typed in the word Philippines, and the first question I find there is, why is the Philippines poor? I wish I could make this video more quality. It doesn't look very good, but please bear with me. You'll get the gist of the video. I'm doing a live stream so that this video is not edited and it carries my thought process, my mind's eye, as real as it gets. So I'm going to be answering the question. It's the reverse question: why is the Philippines not poor? It's baffling that the first question you see of the Philippines on quora is, why is the Philippines poor? And I'm located here in the Philippines, and I don't see poverty like they will call it. In truth, not a human is capable of exhibiting poverty. Don't be mistaken. When you see children on the streets, maybe with uh, you know unkempt, maybe clothes that are looking old and stuff like that, it doesn't really mean they're poor. How do you define poverty really? Their definition of poverty, for the most part, when you look at the answers on Quora, has to do with the GDP, statistics basically. They're comparing it to other Asian countries. But is that really the measure of poverty? If your measure of poverty is money, what is money in the first place? Let's keep it simple. Money is paper. They call it legal tender, but in reality, it's paper. And what gives paper value? Humans. Humans come together and accept that this particular paper is a legal tender or a medium of exchange, and then it suddenly has value. But if you look at it critically again, it's null and void, money in itself. We just live in a painted world where humans are beginning to lose value. Other things, inanimate things, are garnering more value because curriculums of the world has placed this thing so in a place where we need to pursue them. That's what the curriculums teach. Basically, go to school, do X plus Y equals Z. Just complicate matters so that you're in pursuit of the things that are unreal. Become a paper chaser. Become you climb the career ladder just to pursue paper. Go into outer space, forget of your human. Go into outer space, become an apprentice under an alien. Do your PhD and everything, come back down to earth in pursuit of paper. But again, what is paper? It's emptiness, nothing really. Uh, you know, and you will know more of this, especially in these modern times. We have things like blockchain that it gives money its place as the smaller things. With a blockchain, you can have a digital currency, or and the digital currency suddenly has starts to have value because people are beginning to exchange these things. Anyone can create a digital currency as soon as today. There's a blockchain called Steam, and as soon as today, you can create a digital currency. Now, when you have a group of humans, maybe a community, and they accept this currency as a medium of exchange, even though it's digital, then it starts to find use. And once it starts to find use, it starts to find value. Once people start to accept this digital currency for a service or something, then it becomes money. So what is money really? Money is just paper and inflation, where paper is minted continuously and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm digressing. What I meant to say is not a human created in Jehovah's image is truly capable of exhibiting poverty. We have utmost privilege. We're created to have in subjection the fishes of the sea, the flying creatures of the heavens, every other creation almost under us, to be in subjection to us humans. We need to look inwards. Our brain powerful than supercomputers. We have the five senses, can process the complexest of feelings, or stimuli. So how can we really be poor? If humanity is the brother next to you, how is it possible that you're poor? All that is needed, has ever been needed, is to establish that reward distribution is not the issue with the world. Perhaps mentality adjustment is a more needed, ordeal. I mean, is the ordeal to conquer. What does it take? I mean, if you have a list of 10 people that see value in you, and you're looking for 100,000, snap of a finger, you'll get it. Just a matter of a Facebook update. Oh, I'm down and I need to rise again. I need 100,000 to fix a particular issue. Please help me at the end of the month. You just give maybe an interval so that people can prepare. You have 10 people, and each person contributes 10,000 pesos each. Your 100,000 is attained. Many of us have thousands of friends on YouTube, on Facebook. So is this just a statistic, or it's high time that humans, we turn around and start to give fellow humans value. That's where all the value is. And we'll see that humans were not poor after all. They're just incapable of being poor. We're so beautiful. When you look at creation, you want to travel to explore creation, to feed your eyes and catch a fancy. the most the most beautiful creation in reality, and it's evident in the fact that Jehovah gave us the privilege to have in subjection all other creation, is humans. You have your fellow human next to you. Are you exploring your fellow human? Are you keen on their interest? These are the very simple things that we need to do to return value to humans. And when humans begin to garner value, money becomes the smaller things, luxury becomes the smaller things. Career, some people take careers as bigger than fellow humans. They become in competition and even enmity with fellow humans to climb the career ladder. We need to check matters again. Not a soul in the Philippines or anywhere around the world is capable of exhibiting poverty. The Filipinos are very beautiful, very talented, very, very talented. And I'm mixed. My mom is a Filipina, and, I don't see poverty anywhere, really. And, how do you measure poverty is just the question. You may measure reaches in terms of infrastructure, in terms of money, but that is subjective. It's also possible to measure reaches or poverty in terms of the value of the human, in terms of the definition of the human, the substance of the human, the many other ways to measure poverty or riches. So no nation in reality is even developing. They like to say, oh, third world country, or not even developing country, third world country. I mean, those are labels so that each human becomes a client, a selling point. When the mentality is ingrained in you that you're a third world country, then you're no longer the standard. You want to attain a particular standard, and business flourishes. You want to buy the cream to make yourself petite. You want to buy the flat screen that is showing colors more than reality. That's painted stuff. Sometimes I'm watching in the mall and I'm just seeing those flat screen. I mean, I really don't want to see those things, really, because it's demeaning on my person. Although it's beautiful, I'm not saying that it's bad, it's beautiful, but it's just painted on real stuff. Anyway, let's check ourselves again. You're not poor, not a human is capable of exhibiting poverty. I'm going to tackle all the questions I see. I'm a legitimate illiterate, basically. So I'm airing my notions as a legitimate illiterate. This means that I am creating new books, revealing knowledge that is contained in the notebooks. We've used the books for so long, and books are mostly recycled, re-referenced, and practically static. We have to evolve mind of our human and emanate that redundant knowledge that may not be befitting of world standards, but has value. Who will reveal these things if we don't check these things and reveal these things, or if we're ashamed to reveal these things, or we're ashamed to go to houses that the world has labeled slums and show these houses with pride. You know, being raggedy, that doesn't define your substance as a human. There are many things to human. There is the spirit, there is being, there is swag. There are so many tenets to human. No human is ordinary. We are becoming too ordinary in the world, but no human is ordinary. You can meet someone today and just a handshake, and your entire breakthrough arise. Just that spirit. Anyway, I won't go too much into very strong details. I'll keep this video short. I hope I can find someone that can translate this video into Tagalog. If you can, please leave me. My email is underneath this video. Anyway, this is going to be like Creative Commons, and after this video, I'm going to be answering those questions on Quora. That's what I'll be doing. I'll just have fun doing that, using that to evolve in my own human, to think on the spot and stuff like that. So I'll just have fun. I'll be putting my answers to the core questions using videos like this. But I'll tackle the questions, give new lights to these questions. And so where we can have more dynamic answers across the internet. Again, I'm your boy Terry. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel and stay awesome. Every link will be underneath the description to contact me, to see me on my social media and stuff like that. Stay awesome. My username is surpassing Google across the internet. Your boy Terry.